Press A to select everything, then press X, and select delete. Then press Shift plus A, and under the mesh select plane. Enter its edit mode by pressing Tab. Then press E to extrude it, and left click after confirming the position. Extrude again with E, and left click to confirm the position. Now press S to scale down the top face, and press X to lock the scaling in the X-axis. Left click to confirm. Press 3 to enter face selection, and select the top faces. Holding down Shift key, while left clicking on faces, will let you select multiple faces at once. Now duplicate them using Shift plus D, and right click to cancel out movement. Then press P, and select selection, to separate them from the house. Press Tab to exit out of edit mode, and select the roof. Enter its edit mode now with Tab, and press A to select all of it. Then press Alt key plus E, and select the second option. Left click to confirm the position. Now select all with A, and press S to scale that up. Now select the middle face, and duplicate it using Shift plus D. And right click to cancel out movement. And then press P, and select selection to separate it. Tab to exit edit mode, select the separated face, and enter its edit mode. E to extrude it up, and press A to select all of it, then press S and X to scale it down a bit on X-axis. Select the end face, and scale that down as well. And after selecting the front face, press G and Y to move it a little on that axis. Then exit its edit mode, and enter edit mode of the house. Then select the bottom face, and scale that down, to get a little stylized look. Then in object mode, select everything with A, and then press S to scale up. Press Shift plus C while scaling, to restrict the scaling in Z-axis. Then select the house, enter edit mode, and select the front face. Now duplicate it using Shift plus D, and right click to cancel the movement. Scale it down with S, and enter edge selection by pressing 2. Then select the bottom edge, and press G twice to slide it. Also press C, to switch the clamping on or off. Then press 3 to turn face selection on, select the front face, and press E to extrude it. Now select the face at the bottom, and press X, and select delete. Then select the front face, and I to inset it. And press B while insetting, to turn the boundary on or off. Then extrude it again with E, and then select the bottom face, and delete it. Now select this side face, and extrude it with E. Then select its front face, and extrude that as well. Now press 3 on numpad for side ortho view, and Alt plus E for X-ray view. Then press 1 for vertex selection, and press G to move them a bit. Then left click drag over the top vertices, and move them a bit more. Exit out of X-ray view, by pressing Alt plus E again. Then with cursor on top of the door, press L to select it. Then press P, and select selection, to separate it from the house. Now exit out of edit mode, and select the house. Then enter its edit mode, and select the side face. Duplicate it using Shift plus D, right click to cancel the movement, and press S to scale it down. Now E to extrude it, then right click, and select subdivide. Press I to inset, and press I again to inset individual faces, and then extrude the faces inside with E. Now select the side faces, and then press S and Y, to bring them closer. With cursor on top of the window, press L to select all of it. Then press P, and select selection to separate it. Now exit out of edit mode. And press Alt plus D to duplicate. R to rotate it. After pressing R, press 180, then Z, to rotate it 180 degrees, in Z-axis. Now press 1 on the numpad, for front view, and select the house. Then in top middle part, press Shift plus right mouse button, to add the 3D cursor there. After that, press Shift plus A, and select circle under mesh. Then in the operator panel, change alignment to view. Number of vertices to around 8, and lower down the radius as well. Enter its edit mode, and then press 1 for vertex selection. Now press E to extrude, and right click to cancel the movement. Then press S to scale it down. Now press A to select all, and then E to extrude. Now add a cube in the middle, and scale that down with As. Press 3 for face selection, and select the 4 of its side faces. Then press Alt plus E, and select extrude individual faces. Then maybe move it a bit on Y-axis, with G. Now exit out of the edit mode. And maybe scale it down a bit more. Then shift select all the parts of the house, except the door and windows. Press 3 on the numpad for side view, and then Alt plus E, for X-ray view. Now press Tab for edit mode, and press 1 for vertex selection. Then select the top left region and rotate them with R. Also select the top right region and rotate them as well. Exit out of X-ray mode and also out of edit mode. Now select the roof and enter its edit mode. Press 3 for face selection and select the top face. Now duplicate it using Shift+D and right-click to cancel the movement. Then scale it down with S and press comma for the orientation pie menu to appear. Then select normal and move the plane in X-axis. Also move the plane in Y-axis as well. Then press comma again and select global back. Now extrude it with E and cancel the movement with right-click. Then press G and Z to move it up in Z-axis. Now to make the face straight, press S, Z, and then 0. Extrude again with E and cancel the movement with right-click. Scale it up a bit with S and extrude that again. Now inset it with I and extrude it down with E. And if the face is sticking out, scale that down. Now with cursor on top of the chimney, press L to select it and maybe scale down a bit more in Y-axis. Then press P and select selection to separate it. Exit out of edit mode. Now we will add bevel to all these objects. But before that, we will apply the scale. To know an object has scale applied or not, press N and then select the item menu in the sidebar. Here, if the XYZ scale are set to 1, then the scales are applied. So select all the objects, except the windows, then press Ctrl+A, and select Apply Scale. Now select the windows, and try to apply the scale. Here we are getting an error, cannot apply to a multi-user. So, we need to first make them single users. To do that, go to Object Data Properties, and click on the number you see here. Now apply the scale with Ctrl+A, and select Scale. Now select the house, and go to Modifier Properties. Then click on Add Modifier, and select Bevel Modifier. Lower the amount value by left-click dragging. And if you hold down Shift key while doing that, you can do that more precisely. Then maybe increase the segment to 2. Now we need all the parts to have a bevel, but instead of adding bevel to them individually, we can copy the bevel modifier from the house to other objects. So select all the parts, and make sure the house is the active object by selecting it at last. Then press Ctrl+L, and select Modifiers. Now you can adjust the properties individually, if you need to. Now select all with A, and duplicate them using Alt+D. And right-click to cancel the movement. Now scale it down with S, and move it on the Y-axis. Then select the windows, chimney, and window in the front house, and then the door from the bigger model. Press X, and select Delete. Now select the front parts, move them back in Y-axis, and scale down with S. Also lower down a bit on Z-axis, with G and Z. Now, with everything selected with A, press M, and select a new collection. Name the new collection, and select OK. Then let's recenter the 3D cursor to world origin. So press Shift and S for Snap Pie menu, and select cursor to world origin. Then add a plane, and in edit mode, press S and 3 to scale it up 3 units. Now right-click and select Subdivide. And then in the operator panel, change the subdivisions to 25. You will have to type that in, cause the sliding maximum is 10. Press E, and extrude it down. Now press 1 for vertex selection, and press H to hide the bottom face. Now select a vertex, press O to turn on proportional editing, and then G to move. Use the mouse wheel to adjust the influence. And you can also change the fall off to random. Turn off proportional editing. Now press Alt and H to unhide the bottom face, and then exit out of the edit mode. Now I want the side faces to be completely plain. So in edit mode, Alt left click on the top vertex to select all of them. Then press S, Y, and then 0 to make it straight. Now for the other side, S, X, and 0. Now in object mode, press Shift and A, and add a camera. Now after finding a right angle, press Ctrl, Alt, and 0 on numpad. This will align the camera to the current view. Then go to Output Properties, and change the resolution to 1080 by 1080. Now with camera selected, if you press G, and then click and drag with middle mouse button, you can zoom in or out. And with G, you can move the camera as well. Now we will add some trees in the scene, but before that, hide the house collection. And then go to Edit menu, Preferences, Add-ons, and search for Sapling Tree Gen. Make sure this add-on is enabled, and then close this window down. Now press Shift+A, and under Curve, select Sapling Tree Gen. Now, click on the operator panel below to expand it. Then click on Load Preset, and select Small Pine. Now, lower down the bevel resolution, and also lower down the curve resolution, for less number of geometry. If you change the seed value here, you will get different variations of the tree. Now under Settings, select Branch Splitting, and change the level to 3. Then select Leaves under Settings, and then change the number to around 100. And then turn on Show Leaves. Now a tip here, in case your operator panel disappears. If you press F9, it will bring back the panel, for the last thing you did. Then you can tweak more settings, if you need to. Now box select the tree, press G, and then Shift+E, to move it in X and Y axis. Now unhide the house collection, and press R twice, to rotate the tree freely. Now duplicate the tree using Alt+D, so the duplicated ones will have the same materials, applied to the original one. Then scale it down with S, duplicate again with Alt+D, and press Shift+E, to restrict the movement in Z-axis. Now we will add snow in the scene. First go to Edit menu, Preferences, Add-ons, type in Snow, and enable the Real Snow add-on. Now press N, and select Real Snow in the sidebar. You can change the snow coverage area, and the snow height from here. Then clicking on Add Snow will add this snow. But we don't want snow everywhere. That might even crash Blender. What we can do, is turn on selected faces, then in Edit mode, select the faces where you want the snow. And in Object mode, select Add Snow. Even though we see snow added in Outliner, there is snow missing from the viewport. We need to find out why this happened. First undo it using Ctrl-Z. Then go to the Overlay menu on top, and turn on Face Orientation. Now the red color here means something is wrong. Here it means, the normals are facing in the wrong direction. So to fix that, select All with A. Press Alt+N, and select Flip. Now let's turn off the face orientation. Then in Edit mode, press 7 on numpad for top view. And press C to turn on circle selection. You can adjust the size using mouse wheel, then with left click, select the faces. And with middle click, you can deselect the faces. Right-clicking on mouse will exit you out of the selection mode. Then in Object mode, select Add Snow. Now if you go to Modifier Properties, you can see the two modifiers are added automatically with our snow object. Here we can close the Subsurf modifier, in order to decrease the number of polygons. And I don't see any huge quality difference in this snow. Now let's add snow to the roof of the house. So in Edit mode, select the two faces. And then select Add Snow in Object mode. Nothing happened here. This is because we need to disable the modifier first. So undo using Ctrl-Z. Then disable the modifier. Now add the snow. Let's select the other roof, and enter its edit mode. Add a loop cut over here with Ctrl+R, and left click to confirm. Then select the faces. And in Object mode, add the snow. In the same way, add snow to other objects as well. After adding snow, don't forget to re-enable the modifiers. Now let's do the lighting. Before that, split this viewport. To do that, take the cursor near the viewport corner, and once you see a plus symbol, left-click drag. And switch to Material Preview mode. Then in the drop-down, turn on Scene Lights and Scene World. This will tell Blender to not use the World HDRI, and instead use the light that we'll add manually. Now split the second viewport as well, so we can see the scene from different angles. With cursor on the top viewport, press 7 on numpad for top view. And with cursor on bottom viewport, press 3 on numpad for side view. And since we can still see some lighting in the scene, go to World Properties, and tone down the value. Now press Shift+A, and add a sunlight. Then move it with G. Now pay attention to the preview here. I want the sun to cast its light from the top right of the house. So, I will place the sun there. Then left-click drag the yellow dot on the light, such that the shadows are a little more dominant. Now, with the light selected, go to Light Properties, and change the light color to something more moonlighty. And maybe change the strength as well. Now press M, and move the lamp to the first collection. Let's change the collection name as well. Select the collection in Outliner, and then press F2, and rename it. And if you right-click on it, you can change the color of the collection as well. Now in front view, select the door, and enter its edit mode. Select the front face, press P, and select selection to separate it. Then in object mode, select the face, and go to Material Properties. Then click on New. Change the surface to emission. And choose a warm yellow color. And maybe increase the strength as well. Now place the 3D cursor over here, and add a circle. In Operator Panel, change the alignment to View, and lower down the radius. Then change the number of vertices to 8, and also change the fill type to N-gon. Then align it properly with the window, by rotating, moving, and scaling. Now place the 3D cursor on top of the window. Then add a plane, rotate it on Y-axis, and scale it down. Give this the same material as before. Then move this a little back, so that the window frame is at least in front of the glass pane. Now we can add additional lights to illuminate the windows and door. So add a point light here. And then adjust the position and power a bit. Let's assign a warm color to it as well. Now in top view, duplicate the light and bring it in front of the door. Adjust the power value. Duplicate the light one more time, and move that up. Now since the region over here seems a bit too dark, we can add one more light here. So, add a point light. Then after placing it correctly, change the power. Also increase the radius, so the light covers more areas, and we get some soft shadows. Now select the house, and in Material Properties, give it a material. Add the same material to the chimney as well. Now for the ground, we can choose the snow material, which came with the snow object. Then select the wood part above, and assign material to that as well. Now we will add fog in the scene. So, add a cube. Scale it up. And move up a bit on Z-axis. Then in Material Properties, under Surface, select Disconnect. Then under Volume, select Scatter. And then drag the density slider to the left to decrease it. Then in the first editor, turn on Show Overlays, and bring the lamp inside the camera frame. We will pretend there is a moonlight coming from here. Even better would be to add a sphere here to act as a moon. So press Shift and S, and select Cursor to select it. Now add a UV sphere. And with that, we touched 100K triangles. Now shade it smooth, and scale it down. Also add an emissive material to it. Now before moving ahead, let's change the viewport display of the cube here. So go Object Data Properties, and under Viewport Display, change Display to Bounds. This way, you can easily select the objects in the viewport itself, without locating them in Outliner. Now if you look closely, you can see the lamp which we added here, to fake the door light, and window light. So, let's fix them. Select the light above, and move that in Y-axis. Then select the door light, and change it to area light, in the light properties. Move it down. And lower down the power. Now let's give a background to our scene. So, first bring the cursor back to world origin, then add a plane, and move it down. Enter Edit Mode. And scale it up. Now select the edge at the back. And extrude that upwards. Then scale the face in X-axis. And in Object Mode, add a bevel modifier. Increase the amount, as well as the number of segments. This will give us an illusion of an infinite background. Also rotate this a bit on the Z-axis. Now go to Render Properties. Then under Color Management, change Look to High Contrast, and also increase the exposure to around 1. Then with the render engine set to Eevee, go to Render menu above, and select Render Image. Then after rendering is done, click on Image, and select Save As. Choose a folder, where you want the image to get saved. Name the image and save it, so you can share it on social media platforms. And before exiting out of Blender, don't forget to save your project. Hope you were able to follow this tutorial. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe.